Everyone. Recently, I watched a film called Naked Singularity, starring John Boyega and Olivia Cook, amongst other names. Now, this is a film where John Boyega stars as a lawyer, and he's a good man. He's not your typical what we see in portrayals of lawyers. You know how like they just like he has a bit more heart and he has a bit more empathy for his clients, and he wants them. You know, he can see the injustices and the sort of nuances that are very well when you like look at it. They're in your face. You know, on the surface, it's just they've been sent down or they've been freed, but no, like it sort of touches on the justice system and how people are not where's the humanity is what I'm trying to say. And he pleads their cases, and it speaks on that a little bit throughout the whole film. But really, the plot is that I'm not even sure that the setting is modern day. I'm not sure if it's slightly in the future or whatnot. Not that there's like a highly futuristic aspect to it. There's some nods, I think. But no, he meets like a character that is involved, like Olivia Cook's character that's involved in some crime, in some heist that is going to go down, and he's sort of he's having a crisis of faith where he loves his job and he believes in the justice system. He believes in right is right, wrong is wrong, and if you are in the wrong, you should be punished accordingly. But he's constantly tested. He goes through struggles in his own job and his own personal life, and you can sort of see in his character that like more or less he's like downtrodden, and then you can see him progressively getting more sort of like drooping of the shoulders and sort of head down, sort of losing faith. And you can see where this is going, I hope, where he sort of steps into the old the heist, if you like. It's like the film pushing him towards it, and it doesn't help that he has his lawyer friend who's very enthusiastic about everyone's making money. It doesn't matter if it's dirty money, if it's blood money. There's money to be made out there. Let's make it. Let's take the chance. And they're like the real apparitions, I guess, of his consciousness. Maybe is the devil and the angel talking to him on each side of his shoulder, telling him, "No, stick to what you're doing. You'll be fine." Or then there's the more vocal, risk it all. Let's go for it and stick our hand in the cookie jar while the giant's looking over you. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. It's not very expansive, and it sort of has sort of scenes in weird places and touches on a few things that aren't really, didn't do enough to excel the plot. But again, like John Boyega, he's the man. And to see him in the poster wielding a sword, it brings me back to Attack the Block, where he was so fantastic. So that's cool. Olivia Cook, she's become like one of my favourite actors as well. She's just so incredible. She's so great on screen. She plays a sort of like more street orientated a woman that's gone much further than John Boyega's way of thinking, and she's making money her own ways. Working with these bad dudes that you could knock you off at any moment, but she's firmly two feet in there. So they cross paths, and it's pretty good. It doesn't go too crazy with like elements that do not matter really, and it doesn't really delve into like any rom-com territory. They interact, and let's see if they cross paths in a way that they respect each other, or do they oppose each other. I'll leave that up to it's not a spoiler here. So Naked Singularity was a fun watch. It was 90 minutes or so. I enjoyed it. Yeah.